welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name's Elon Spencer. We're going to be talking about something extremely important because it controls every aspect of our life. And I thought there's no better way to do this than to diagram it on this filthy whiteboard. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this whiteboard is a little bit dirty right now. That is because my bed is right there. So what I usually do is I will write out an affirmation or something positive I want to remember throughout the day or weeks or however long I would need to remember something. So the first thing I do when I get out of bed is I look at the whiteboard, and it's usually here for, God knows, I can have this up for 3 to 6 months, something positive that I want to remember and keep replaying in my subconscious mind. We'll talk about this as this video goes on, but that's why the whiteboard looks dirty. Anyways, this is going to be a short diagram, an example that you can visually see that's based on Bob Proctor's model of how the subconscious, the conscious, and the body all work together. So in order to better understand how the mind works, since no one's ever seen the mind, I'm going to diagram it for you guys, and I'm going to put it in relatable terminology, hopefully to everyone watching, which happens to be, I know it's corny, but The Sims, okay? And if you don't know what The Sims are, it's basically a virtual reality video game where you're given a character and you basically live a simulated life, as the name implies, in a virtual reality. You can grocery shop, you can get married, you can do other things. We know what those are. You can go to the club, you can buy property. You're basically living through a screen. So the reason I find this so fascinating and it helped me better understand the mind is because we are essentially these Sims characters living on this plane of reality. At least that's how I see it, and I hope this helps you better understand it. So I want you guys to let the diamond up here represent your mind, okay? So we're gonna let the diamond represent the mind, and the diamond in the game, if you've ever played it, always follows and essentially directs the body and the actions and the behaviors of the character in the game, okay? So now that we understand that this is the mind, the diamond, which is always influencing the behavior of the Sims character, I'm going to break down just exactly what constitutes the mind. Because there's two components to the mind that are essential that we understand so that we can better grasp exactly what the mind is and how it controls our behaviors, and our behaviors which eventually produce our results in life and our future. So no further ado, let's dive into what the mind is. Okay, so here we are. Just imagine I zoomed in on that green diamond that's above the Sims character. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this probably sounds crazy to you. Just look it up online, Google images. I might pop up the image right now on the screen. There is a green diamond, I'm not just losing my mind. Anyways, we zoomed in on this green diamond. By the way, I should say, just like the mind, this character cannot see this green diamond above its head all the time. But this green diamond, which is being controlled by, we'll get into that later, the spirit or the real you, who you truly see yourself, your self-image, that can't be seen, okay? That's a non-physical entity, but it controls all of our actions and behaviors in life, and essentially our destiny. So it's extremely important that we understand this, because a lot of people, no one's really ever talked about the fact that we can't even see this thing. So I just thought I would say it's important to understand we do have this invisible power that does control all of our actions. So we have to understand that we have two parts to our mind. The first part is our conscious mind. I don't know why I put it, whatever. And our subconscious mind. So our conscious mind, we have to remember, is hooked up to our five senses, which is obviously see, hear, smell, taste, touch, right? So it's hooked up to our five senses, and it's therefore the thinking mind. It's the mind that is able to rationalize outside physical information. And usually that is picked up by the five senses and what's going on around us. And beneath the conscious mind is the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is the emotional mind, okay? And this mind has no ability to reject information. It must accept all information. And the unfortunate part is most people only know about their five senses. So whatever they're seeing, they're hearing, in their outside world, the physical reality they live in, is being impressed consistently into their subconscious mind. And over time, what that does is the subconscious mind, since it has no ability to reject the information, must accept everything, and everything works from a higher to a lower plane. So the thoughts that are coming in go to our conscious mind from the outside world. then go into our subconscious mind, then go into our body, or the sim character in the game as an example, which then produce the results we get in life. So what we're going to talk about next is extremely important that you understand, because this can control your future and your destiny and the results you get in life. You have to realize that when we were born, okay, I'm going to get rid of our conscious mind because we did not have a conscious mind, okay? We only had our subconscious mind wide open. And I should have mentioned that little barrier right there that I had, that line across originally, was the filter of our conscious mind, because we can allow thoughts to become emotionalized if we dwell on them, which eventually trickle into our subconscious mind. So not every thought that we think will eventually reproduce in action, but it'll make us feel a certain way. And if we continue to hold on to that vibration of that thought or that feeling and emotionalize it, then it will be implanted in our subconscious mind. So when we're born, the subconscious mind is wide open. And like I said, the outside information around us, the five senses, they're still there. The people we grew up with, family, friends, loved ones, whoever's around us is constantly pouring in their information, their viewpoints on life into our subconscious mind, because we don't have the ability to reject the information. So as this information pours into our subconscious mind, before we have the ability to reject or accept information, so it's all up in here, right? Our subconscious mind by our outside environments, our family, essentially, the people they had around the house when we were a baby. And at about 4 years old, okay, you have to realize, 4 years old, our conscious mind is developed. So now we have the ability to reason. The unfortunate part, and what most people don't realize, is because of this constant repetition of the surrounding environments they were born into, the subconscious mind has a set program that it's already in. And because of this subconscious programming from 0 to 4 years old, the subconscious of the person is programmed to make this body act in a certain type of way, usually the way of the people in the family that was impressing that information, which then leads to our results in life if we don't change it. And most people don't know how to change their subconscious mind, AKA their programming. So they continuously get the same results as the people around them. Now, sometimes those can be good results, but a lot of times, unfortunately, those are negative results, because human beings by nature are going to gravitate towards the negative outcomes of things for survival. We've had to do this over millions of years. This is why you'll have a lot of people that can consciously want to do better in life or make more money or be more productive or whatever it is, but their subconscious mind is programmed because of how they were programmed at birth to be a certain way or be lazy or not be as productive. And it's impossible to change this person around until you get to the root of the problem, which is the subconscious mind. So I'm going to show you exactly how we can get to the subconscious mind, all right, in order to change our programming. The same way we were programmed with the five sensory information when we were younger, we have to proactively plant again in our conscious mind exactly who we want to be. So we're going to program positive affirmations, more productive and healthy information. And we have to take this information in our conscious mind and get emotionally involved in it in order to plant it in our subconscious mind. And this is done through repetition. So what I do is what's worked for me is I'll have a goal card on me that I read every single day whenever I have a chance to read it. And what this goal card does is it implants an idea over and over again in my conscious mind, which then produces the result in my subconscious, because over time it's like planting seeds in a garden. You're sprinkling down ideas that you want and allowing it to pass through your conscious mind into your subconscious mind, which then produces better results for you, or results that you would like. And I've personally had to do this for over a year now, but you're constantly just pushing down information from your conscious mind, allowing it to plant seed into your subconscious mind. And you gotta keep doing this and keep doing this and keep doing this and keep doing this over and over and over again. It's the repetitions. Think of a garden. You're planting more positive seeds. You're getting rid of the negative subconscious programming that you grew up with that you no longer want, by just filling it up with positive things about who you want to be or who you actually believe yourself to be, or your goals of your future self and all of that. So it's really important that we understand that there is a power, my marker will work, there is a power that is 100% evenly present in all things and is always looking for fuller expansion and greater expression, as I've talked about before. And this power can be likened to, if we're using the Sims example of the diamond, the person playing the Sims video game. Now I know this might sound a little corny or whatever, but I hope this helps you further understand where I'm going. And this power pours into the diamond, which the person, the character in the game, has no idea or conscious awareness of, but controls its every action and behavior in the game, its results, its activity. If it gets married, if it doesn't get married, where it goes. Everything it does in life is controlled by this power flowing in through this mind, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And this power, which is neither good nor bad, we choose in our conscious mind because of our ego, whether it's good or bad, or our past experiences, whether it's good or bad. And then we plant that into our subconscious mind, which then manifests into our results and the body or the Sims character in life. And this guy has no idea all this is going on above him. This is us, just simply in the game of life. So while this may have been a corny example, I just hope this gives you maybe a different perspective on how our conscious and our subconscious mind works, and then how it affects the body.